Hey guys, it's your girl Mimi. Welcome back to my channel. We're having box braids today. She's a natural, so I'm just gonna quickly prep the hair. I applied some water, some leave-in conditioner, some oil. The oil is a combination of black Jamaican castor oil and olive oil, and then I seal in with shea butter and blow dry. So now the hair is all set for braiding. So using the pre-stretched Xpression braiding hair, I'm gonna start by braiding her natural hair with a small piece of braiding hair. So this gives me a firm grip of the hair, so it's nice and tight. So I braid down a little bit and then I attach a larger chunk of braiding hair like over it. You'll see that in a bit. So I attach it like that right at the roots, and then I begin to braid proper. But before I proceed, you see I am loosening the first hair I braided, so I'm just gonna loosen that a little bit and then I begin to braid proper. Yeah, that is like so easy if you like concentrate. The box braids parts and patterns is what gives it its uniqueness. So it's all about creating rows and columns in like brick-like shapes or in box shapes. So here I'm going to be showing you once again the braiding process. So I just braided down with the little piece of braiding hair. Now I am adding the larger chunk. I'm adding the larger chunk on top of it. So that is me loosening the first piece of hair. So now I'm going to do something else. I'm going to do it really slowly so you can see it. So I am separating her natural hair from the braiding hair. So this is really important because you want to have a slick finish. You don't want her natural hair, especially if she's a natural, you don't want it hanging out and creating frizzes. That is going to make your work not neat. So I separated the braiding hair from the natural hair, making sure the natural hair is safely tucked underneath the braiding hair. Now this is really important because it's a protective style. Protective style is actually meant to protect your natural hair from external hazards and harsh conditions, like harsh weather conditions and so on. So as I kept on braiding, I kept ensuring that the natural hair is still safely tucked underneath. So the braiding hair has to be on top, the natural hair has to be right underneath, so it's not sticking out and creating frizzes and all of that. As you approach the ends of the natural hair, you need to be especially careful because most natural hair would curl up and then stick out. So you need to be especially careful to make sure every piece of the hair is safely tucked underneath. So there you have it, and I think that was the last piece of natural hair. So now I braid all the way down, and just to ensure that it is neat at the ends, I turn it into a twist. So it's a quick twist to just make sure everything is all neat down there. So now I'm simply going to section off some hair right in the front of the head, and that's because I'm trying to make a 3-part box braids. You'll see why this is important as we go on. So I keep creating more rows and even more columns as I keep on braiding. So guys, it is important to note that as you approach the top of the head, you should make your parts a little smaller than what you had behind. So as you can see, the columns I have here in front are a little smaller than the ones behind. So again, I separated the braiding hair from the natural hair before I began to braid. So I'm just gonna keep the braiding hair safely tucked underneath the natural hair. So this is the same process if you were to use like a different color of braiding hair, or if a natural hair were different and you want to like tuck in and just let one color be obvious. It's the same process. So I'm doing something different here, so you can see that as I kept on braiding, I fed in a little piece of hair. So this is important as you approach the top of the head, so that it's going to give you equal lengths at the end of the day. So you don't want the top of the head having shorter braids than the ones you have below. So guys, this is the part I sectioned off before. So I'm just going to create my parts and make sure they align to what is like behind. And then as I braid, I have to make sure that the braids face a particular direction. They face the back. So you're going to see as I apply the chunkier braids, I make sure it's facing the back. So it is very, very necessary in the application that they're facing this particular direction, because you're trying to create a free part. At the end of this hair, you will see why. So now you fix the edges, dip the hair in hot water, and apply some mousse, and your hair is all done. There you go. Now we have our boxed braids, our free parts boxed braids. The free parts could be styled in different ways. You can have like the middle parts like that. You can have it in the side parts like that, and then you can have it go all the way to the back. So I did the front the way I did it, so that you are able to style the hair all back. Like you can take the hair all to the back and then style it in whatever way it pleases you. Oh my god, this hair is so beautiful. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please give us a thumbs up, drop comments below, and please subscribe guys, and watch out for more exciting videos from us.